16 NUP supporters recently pleaded guilty before the military court on charges related to terrorism, illegal possession of firearms and military attire. These individuals reportedly asked the president for a pardon, begging for leniency. NUP President Robert Charles now accused the government of coercing party members into accepting charges through torture and intimidation. He alleged that prison authorities, along with Youth Minister Balamba Rugahala, pressured supporters to plead guilty. Kyagulanyi challenged the government, stating that if terrorism charges are valid, he should also be arrested as their leader.
Many times I myself went to prisons, Chitalia and Luzira, and they blocked me from seeing these prisoners. And yet, at hours, sometimes past midnight, sometimes on weekends, Balam and other regime apologists were allowed access to these people. They constantly told us that they were being coerced, they were being intimidated.
But National Unity Platform, stop misleading the public and stop claiming that I visited the prisoners on an visitation day. I'm a minister.
I mean, supporting the opposition is not terrorism. If so, why didn't they arrest me? Because these people were supporting me and the National Unity Platform. Why don't you arrest me?
It can never be coercion. If people say I've voluntarily committed this crime, indeed we should respect them. If they did the crime as a Christian nation, we should forgive them.
Kyagulanyi accused the government of avoiding legal challenges such as malicious prosecution by coercing members into pleading guilty to fabricate charges before releasing them. He commended the remaining 9 supporters for their resilience.
I have a strong message to those our colleagues still in prison, that we are still standing with you. We do not criticize you for weakening. So I want to encourage all of you not to see them in a negative light. Don't criticize them.
The party also denied allegations of profiting financially from the continued imprisonment of its supporters.
The election, we gave him a responsibility in Parliament. As we were battling with political prisoners, missing persons and so on, he was in Parliament awarding himself an appreciation, a service award, while we were battling with all of these different issues. So I asked the question, who exactly has made money out of all these problematic endeavors?
Kyagulanyi warned security forces against breaking the law, stating that all involved would eventually face consequences. These followed allegations against police officials Bob Kagarula, Alex Mwine and Amdan Tresje, recently sanctioned by the UK government for their alleged role in manhandling MP Francis Zake.
These criminals in police uniform took part in the gross torture of Honorable Zake. And we told them we are going to come for you, whether when or when we are going to come for you. And here we are. But these are not the only culprits.
And I'm too sure that those officers who tortured me now, they feel it, because among them, there's one I know that had just bought a house in the US. His family, but now anytime they'll be on the next flight.
Now these are signs of a regime that is on its way out. Because there is no way, there is no justification whatsoever. These Ugandans are innocent. Supporting Kyagulanyi has never been a crime.
We now join Adam Mayambala, reporter here, who has been following this development during the entire day. Adam, thank you so much for joining us this evening. If I may, what has been the reaction of senior members of the party, National Unity Platform here, to their president's statement, or if you may, decision on those who pleaded guilty?
Of course, the leaders there have expressed mixed reactions, but they all agree not to blame their comrades for succumbing to the pressure. These are people that have been jailed for over 4 years. They have families to take care of. They have children to hug. They have wives to love. So they don't blame them pleading guilty to these charges, even when it doesn't make them happy, because these are very, very gross charges. But the MPs, the likes of Francis Zake, don't care how they get out, because they have to continue the struggle from outside.